This is your daughter Marilana Dumpling, picking up for Clean Way in Sound, Roots and Culture. With me, your own Marilana Dumpling, and Richie Lion coming in from Trinidad to interview me tonight. Your very own friend. Well, go on, everybody. Happy Thursday night. So even though I got a co-host tonight, got an interview, let me give you guys a little bit of what's going on. Apple Don, well, go on, artist. So that is the Roots and Culture music created by myself and Coco Beats Zimbabwe, my own drum and some sounds. I hope you all love it. It's my first serious Roots and Culture solo. The video is really awesome and powerful. I definitely had some trouble tonight getting it on Vivo channel. There's always things going on, so I'm going to share it live right now. I am on CleanWayRecords Instagram and on CleanWayRecords YouTube. Thank you for joining in tonight. Again, Richie Lion will be interviewing me. Next week on the live we have artist Jayut, and finishing up the month of June we have artist and female El Trema. Yeah, man. Big up, everybody. Big up. Yeah, man. My guest artist is here. Yay! It's all about roots and culture. So we're talking about reggae. And there's a lot to share and a lot to talk about. So there goes my guest. I love it. Thank you. Thank you. We got some really exciting stuff coming up. I am actually going to be hosting a radio show starting next week here in Florida. 94.5, 95.7. Richie, I'm trying to give them the tag for the new radio station, hopefully. Sugar 95. I'll give you guys more information. Everything's just growing fast. Big up Trinidad. You know I do have your flag. I got a big set. Let me show everybody tonight.
Greetings, man.
Yes, man. Greetings. And thank you so much, Richie, because you put me at ease. I had trouble. I could not get the video on Vivo. I was trying all day. There's always a fight. I am in, let me show everybody. I am in the Mob on the Street costume. Yeah, and if you watch the Mob on the Street video, there were no like elder females to check my hair, and my scarf came off. It was all cockeyed in the video. But I realize now it's a very heavy dress. The dress comes from the Middle East. This is all like beading. It's very, very heavy. And I said I had to put it on tonight to celebrate roots and culture. So,
yeah.
Richie, you and I have talked about this thing, right? This killing, right? Because remember, I'm only in the industry a little bit. I'm a baby. Cheeky Don just checked in. Big up. You remember me talking to you about dubs? And I said, I really want to let everybody know I'm a Rasta. So I have this thing with like doing a dub and saying murder or kill or, you know. But yet this song, Roots and Culture, people asked me about a year ago. I did my first, to me, official like reggae track with Magic Flute. Shout out Magic Flute. Realize. Sometimes you realize the disguise is right. And so at Clevie that time, shout out Clevie and Basie, Owen Basie and the whole team there. They said to me that with my complexion and, you know, being a U.S. person who obviously loved reggae music and had that kind of, what they call that, like Indian chant style. I don't know, the Bob Marley style. They told me I should write a song about you can't kill reggae. So that with just having a lot of collabs, like not turning down collabs because I did out of love, but my team started saying, no, Dumpling, you need more solos, more serious solos. So I said, you know what? I don't want to just do a song about can't kill reggae. I want to do an EP, you know, a solo EP of reggae. I want to create each track, you know, individual. And I want to let everybody see the, you know, the creativity in me and the real passion for roots and culture. So thank you everybody for joining tonight, and stay tuned because we're going to play the video at the end. I'm trying to be good and not smoke in the house, but I think I might tell my son I got to go smoke it because we're celebrating. Yeah, my roots and culture is out today. Thank you, Richie. Thank you for always being an inspiration and, you know, a positive I don't know. So yeah, take it over, take it over. You know, I'm the baby really. I know a lot and I've done a lot, but you know, this is like I feel like a newborn baby. You know, in Rastafari roots and culture. Shout out Queen Omega. Shout out all the females out there. You know, doing it. Shout out little Danny. You know, just shout out all the reggae artists that, you know, dabble and love music, but you know, are on the mission of roots and culture. Big up everybody. Clean Weight and Sound will go on tonight.
What you mean? Everybody, welcome. Well, share the thing. You don't know you go. Yeah, program is gonna be interesting tonight.
This,
Yeah, because you know we're excited.
yes, man.
And then I drop in a big EP, roots and culture. You don't know you go. Yeah.
Yeah, man. So I hope the video journey is tremendous. So I'm gonna start if we can by the thank you. So first of all, Richie Lion and the whole Majestic 868, thank you for the collab, for sharing, for being there. I know you guys are they were trying to get the video out. Shout out to Julian and Reggaeville. It's not a simple task, you know, putting together a project. A lot of people, you know, go into it. So the bass beat is Coco Beats, Zimbabwe. And then again from like Cleveland, them inspiring me and being a little girl that could just like sit at piano and drum, I decided to layer the music myself and create like the intro and, you know, do all these fun things. Then I had Falco the General, who I kind of had to push. Sorry guys, my headpiece is kind of like getting a little off balance. Falco the General, New Beginning Studio. They love dancehall. You know, my team, shout out everybody in Jamaica. They love dancehall. But I kept pushing them. You know, I said, no, I want to show you guys the clean way, you know, how to layer. I also really wanted to stand for electronic with acoustic. And Richie definitely been an inspiration in that. And then, you know, there was this whole message of like, it's kind of crazy, you know, are you proven to be a Rasta or are you just born? And I figured, you know, go back to the roots. And then the video is powerful. The video is powerful. We're going to show it later. So the video really, and I've been kind of facing that lately with just, you know, the fights in the industry and some of the problems that Jamaica's going through today is, and even my family issues today is we've had to look at and revisit colonialism. Yeah, so colonialism and I think reggae, I think like reggae is the answer. Reggae was the start. I think Bob Marley had a vision to begin to heal us through the message of Marcus Garvey, through the message of Haile Selassie, through the message of Martin Luther King Jr. You know, this I have a dream kind of message. And I think that it's kind of like been, you know, I went last night to a restaurant right here in Florida. You can't go to a restaurant. You can't go to like a rich, expensive place, like on the water, you know, or like a seafood. Reggae is playing. Reggae is playing. Yet you turn on like the mainstream radio, reggae isn't playing, right? It's really weird. It's so weird. So these are the kind of things that, you know, I started with this. But yeah, man, your show still take it over, you know. I told you come up with some questions, you know, anything you want to ask, or if any of the fans want to ask anything tonight. Oh gosh, this headpiece. Let me try to fix this again while we're asking. But yeah, man, Richie Lion in the house. I think I have to ask my son to bring me a spliff because I'm definitely a little nervous and I was trying to get the video up. So calm me down, Richie Lion. Calm me down now and yeah, man, introduce the fans and.
Yeah. Cheers, man. Cheers. You got to give thanks. And about this month, yeah, it's a very strong month, so we celebrate the whole month. So when the content where she went to do for the EP, yeah, that's a nice. It's a pleasure because I don't know. This month is it one that celebration, you know, so we celebrated all four.
I love that. Yes, and I love how you guys have the Trinity party. And another celebration, Richie, if I can, is today. Today, I think would have been my parents' 57. I don't know if you could do the math. They were married in 1957. My mom is gone 10 years. So I want to say maybe it would have been like they're 66, something a long time. So I couldn't even get my dad on the line today. Shout out Guy Ferrara. I know he went to the cemetery and he probably was having a rough day. But that's again why I put this song out, because we've been we've been chronicling my journey, my roots and culture. Recently, I was able to go back to New York and the Bronx where my son was born, and we did some little videos, and we're putting together a documentary. And I don't know, I spent so much time coming into this music thing like late and then early. And, you know, a lot of times we have this feeling like we got to prove something. And I feel like I'm going to be free with this EP, you know, and with this song to let everybody know, like, no matter what your roots and culture, you know, you can embrace. It's a different kind of embracing a culture, you know? I think we can embrace a culture. It doesn't matter where we're born. It doesn't matter, you know, there's certain things we can't say because our genetics are our genetics, but there's certain things that we can say. So Richie, that's why I'm doing this, you know? Livity, self-livity, to be honest, you know? Selfishly, self-livity. This EP, I want to be free. I just have 2 songs finished, so we got a lot more work to do. And just thank you everybody for coming in tonight. And like I said, thank you the whole team. 12 Span is our visual, right out of Spain Town. Falco de Generals in Grand Span, Jamaica. These guys are living in, you know, the heart of the ghetto, and that's where we've been, you know, doing this whole lift up the world, yeah, and helping everybody out.
Yeah, nice. I'm talking about, you know. So what inspired you know to come out with this EP called Roots and Culture? Who's the begin?
Yeah, the beginning.
Give an answer first.
Spencer, you can bring me a spliff inside. Yeah, man. I have something. I gotta smoke, guys. Hold up, I gotta smoke. I hope they don't mind. But this is very exciting. You know, it's spiritual. Yeah, man, it's spiritual. I don't have a date yet. Spence, can you bring me a light? Thank you. He heard me. Sorry about that, guys. Sorry about the boarding house scream. Yeah, man. Kashkali needs to call me. Long time I haven't seen Kashkali. Bless up, bless up, bless up all of Trinidad and Tobago.
And don't forget the big show, 17th, next Saturday coming here. We outside, Lancaster. Comes alive, but they bring all the queens them. Leave off the machines and please.
Yes, peace only, peace only and love. So Richie, so that's a big question. Reggae music to me is a mission. You know, there's been a lot of talk. Is reggae dead? Did they kill reggae? Did they try to kill reggae? You know, they talk about. I think Jamaica as a whole needs a lot of help. I've been really, part of my mission is to heal Jamaica. Part of my mission is to teach some of the more obscure places in the world, like the richness that they really have, you know, the gem that they have. To try to show people just the truth. You know, I'm a truth seeker. And I don't think it matters where you come in the world. If you love truth and you know Jah and you love Jah, yeah. You know, you have to be a Rasta, you have to support reggae music, you have to support the mission. So that's the first part. Alayhi Selassie Ayah, Rastafari, give thanks and praise, Imperial Majesty. I am just so thankful that Jah has put me on this mission and given me, you know, the wheel to drive this ship, which is CleanWayRecords. I've been told today and many times we're the police in the music and if need be, yes, I'm the police of positivity. I definitely love to be the police of positivity because what better thing to do to fight for positivity, for voice? A bunch of things, you know. I was this little girl that just got up and just sat at the drum, sat at the piano. You know, passionate about sharing my music. And Richie, I got such a fight. Man, like 2 years old, my dad was playing like Latin music in the basement. Honestly, yeah, probably from birth. But honestly, my first experience at a year and a half, I had spinal meningitis. I was very, very sick. So I don't know if I remember before that. I remember the hospital. I have very vivid memories at a year and a half and knowing like I was sick, I was in quarantine. It was very significant. And then the next memories I remember after that of being in the basement with my dad and playing all kind of instruments, you name it, the triangle, the gourd, the fish, the steel drums. My grandmother was Polish, lost rest her soul, Polish lady from Brooklyn, Greenpoint, Brooklyn, but we had steel drum pan in the basement. So it must have been meant to be like me love this yachty thing and me love this Caribbean thing and me love this whole Pan Afro, you know. It's just something that's been in me, like my soul. It just been there, you know. But I was on this journey to like identify it. Even my family, I'm like the darker one. I'm the third. There's a lot of very spiritual things. I've been in love with the Trinity long time. I can't even tell you when I just started just loving the Trinity, like just catching myself always making the Trinity. And I never see anybody around me doing that, only in church. I only saw people in church, like before they go in the pew or before they take the host in the Catholic Church. So that's two. Yeah, I love the music. I played piano at 12. My grandmother finally caved and brought me a piano, and I sat and played. And in less than 2 years, I moved fast, just like the music industry. 200 works of music we put out in just over 2 years. You know, we're babies. 2 years in the piano. My piano teacher told my mother and my father, she said she moved so fast. Yeah, I can't help her anymore. She needs to go to concert piano and she needs to go to a studio, and it would cost like $150 an hour. And, you know, and I was a teenager and my family was like, oh, I felt their fear, you know, of the money and the leaving the home and yeah, I was scared. It was like they kept sending me a message that like the devil was in the industry. Swear to God, you know. My brother tried to do rock music, my now estranged brother, and he got such a fight. They supported him. They did everything to support him. But me, I don't know. I just got this protection, you know. I got this fear. I wanted to be a model. I wanted to do all these things in the arts. And every time I like took a step, they just gave me a fight. And I don't think it's that I didn't have the courage, but I think that I just didn't like to fight. I don't like to fight people. I'm just so loving. I feel like just my love is supposed to make people happy. So if I have to start fighting them, man, I just want to cuss them out. You know, they're not going to get me. Like my heart is pure. My soul is pure. And then about 10, 15 years ago, I had a book. I was keeping Sabbath. I had kept Sabbath as a Jew, as an Orthodox Jew in America. And shout out Rabbi Polikoff. No joke, he's the head rabbi in America. I was studying with him, and I thought at the time to be an Orthodox Jew. That seemed more attractive to me than Catholicism. I did not know about Rastafari at the time. And what I didn't understand it. And I didn't understand the connection to Bob Marley. And we got Bob Marley, to me, like in popular, probably 10 or 20 years after everybody else. So understand that like I was born in the 60s, late 60s, but I probably didn't start to know Bob Marley until the 90s. Imagine. So, and then the 90s, my spiritual journey was going from Catholicism to this Orthodox Judaism, be fascinated by not trimming the hair, the four corners of the beard, you know, looking at the Bible in a certain way, looking at the Torah, learning more about the mystical side of, you know, religion and spirituality. And I loved it, but I still felt like something kind of wasn't right. And then fast forward, 1996, I was cutting hair in Long Island. And I have a friend who went to school with Bob Marley. Yeah, and his name was David Henry. And he was an upper crusty Jamaican. He had been political family and very educated and not a ghetto person. So he says. I don't know. And I knew him for about 15 years in the hair industry. And he found out I was becoming a teacher. I was after, you know, I was getting bored of cutting hair and being creative, and I wanted to use my brain a little more. You know, I thought there'd be more benefits and stuff. He was so into that. He was so excited. He said, I'm going to take you to Jamaica. I got to take you to Jamaica when you finish school. And so as he brought me to Jamaica, I stayed like on the whole Bob Marley trail, because we stayed with, shout out to Neville Garrick. Neville Garrick, if anybody doesn't know, they should look him up. Neville Garrick is the arts and director for Tough Gong and for Bob Marley. So he didn't know I was an artist. I had forgotten I was an artist at this point.
What's his name?
Neville Garrick. Neville Garrick. Yeah, man, Neville Garrick. So Neville, you must have heard of him. Neville did the the album covers and, you know, the photos and the documentaries and everything of Bob Marley and the Wailers. So my first visit to Jamaica, I landed in Trelawney. I actually landed in Montego Bay Airport without a guide because my friend at the time was supposed to arrive ahead of me and his plane was delayed. My family and friends were telling me about white slavery. Nobody wanted me to go to Jamaica. They didn't know. Nobody knew I was flying alone. They would have gone crazy. No way my family would have let me go. My family and friends were just, oh my God, the racism, the ism schism about Jamaica. Then I landed in Trelawney, beautiful place, private home, you know, nothing like Kingston. And I was here in Kingston. Oh God, be scared of Kingston. But my friend David brought me into Kingston. We met Neville, and we stayed at that time. Neville had a place. It was his original apartment on Stadium near, if anybody knows this place, you know, it's a very famous place, right near the Maypen Cemetery. Famous, bright colored, scary kind of cemetery. I've never seen a cemetery like that anywhere in the world. And they actually locked me up in the house. They locked me up in Neville's apartment one time. They had to go fix the Jeep. They left me, fortunately, with the Tough Gong, original Tough Gong, all the CDs, man. So that was great. The best herb you could have. Neville served us every morning was just fresh fruits for breakfast, you know, just fresh fruits, solid, just fresh fruits. He slept in the hammock and gave us this big giant bed. He didn't talk much. Shout out to Neville. And that was 1996. Yeah, man. And I just became a New York City school teacher. I just got my first, not even my first master's yet. That was my first BS. Yeah, my first bachelor's, Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Science, combination, business, education, English, French. So Neville, again, neither one of these guys had any clue that this little girl locked inside of me that freaking loved music. That was like nuts about music, but I just kept getting turned away. Fast forward at like 15 years old, I'd be in the basement playing my brother's rock drums. Bro, Richie, believe me, double bass to like deadly metal, you know? Metallica and what's his name? Oh my gosh, what the heck is his name? No more war pigs on the, you know, total the opposite of Rastafari, you know? All this like kind of real devil worship music, and they would say. But I'm just loving the drum, and I'm on the, you know, double bass. No more war pigs on the powder. And my brother's friends would come down the basement. And when you come down the basement, you'd have to go all the way down before you see who's playing the drums. So they'd be hearing the drums, and I'd see them turn around and look at me and say, holy crap, it's a girl. Over and over and over, they had that kind of response. Holy crap, it's a girl. Oh my God, it's your sister. And they'd freak out. But then Richie, after that, my brother, my evil brother, jealous evil brother, would come in my ear and say, you know, you're tone deaf. You can't sing. You're tone deaf. Don't touch my drums again. Don't touch my drums. So I always had people from then, people still bullying me in this industry. Must be I'm going to be some amazing lady. I'm some grown-ass lady. People tell me I can't sing, but enough people say I sound like and look like an angel. So Jah must know what he was doing. Rastafari, give thanks and praise you, Lord. I love you. I love you, my John Savior. I'm so thankful for the journey. So, met Neville. Don't know. All this is just little seeds. I had my first husband, was with my son, Jamaican. Nothing about reggae, no involvement. You know, not really from the ghetto, but I started learning. He liked music, but I don't really know who I am. You know, I know I'm supposed to be, but they made me scared. And then I just went through so much. A second husband who was a pretend Rasta, walked away like he didn't know me, used me for green card, and I just kept getting so angry, thinking like, Jah, I'm such a strong lady. I'm so loving. Why these people keep coming and using me? Why they keep, you know? And then I had started keeping the Sabbath, like I said, an Orthodox Jew. And then one day, it was about 15 years ago, 15 years ago, I said, what is it about Rasta? I was about to do my locks. I was thinking about locks. My hair, like now, was down to my waist. My hair always would just knot up. They used to call me N-nuts as a little baby, you know, the N-word, nuts. They made fun of me. They called me the N-word because I got very brown all the time. But I loved it. I embraced it. So then when I started like hanging around Jamaicans, then they're like, oh, you're black now, you're this now, you're the, oh my God, like what do we do to people? I know what Bob Marley felt like. Nobody want to feel like they're in the middle. In the middle of what? They said that about my son. People would say, oh, is he mixed? Mixed? I'm like, what is he, a dog? Mixed with what? There's no mixed. So since I'm very young, I had this affinity to like just natural, you know? I'm not a nails person, makeup person. And like, I did hair. I worked in the hair industry, but I very quickly got bored of the makeup and the... So like 15 years ago, I had gotten this book from the same Neville Garrett called Ethiopian Faces and Places. Y'all check it out right now. The book, you can't get that book for under $500. It's a collector book. Beautiful, beautiful documentary of Ethiopia. And I had the book sitting. I had read little pieces of it. But something that day I said, Ja, let me know. Let me know why. Am I trying to do something that's not me? All these people telling me like I'm trying to do something that I'm not supposed to be playing the drum. I'm not supposed to be singing the music. I'm not supposed to be born so black colored to a Italian family, Polish family. I don't know. Like they always made me feel like this. I said, my Jamaican stepdad is calling me. Shout out, Father, pray, big up. So I said, what is it? So I open up the book, Richie. I don't have the book, you know, I had to lose the book in mold. I want to get this book back. I want to get it signed by Neville. I open up the book that day, Richie. And I open up the book, Selassie, yeah, Rastafari. I just open up, no page. And what do you think the page says? The first Catholic church in Addis Ababa was called what? The Church of St. Marianne, on my name, my namesake. And it just, you know, I just knew. I said, no, I was born a Rasta. Selekta, big up, big up. I said, there's no denying it. I was born a Rasta. John knows what he's doing, you know? And I really, truly, yeah, man, started to embrace Rastafari. And that's, you know, that's the journey. So this is now, I was playing around in the music because some people said, oh, what's your genre? What's your, you know, and even that, I felt like we put too much pressure on genre. Shout out to my friends at Sony and the major record labels, but I have to stand up and tell them I don't like it. Because you know what they said to me? They made fun of it. They say, what's your genre? Even the people that support reggae, what's your genre? They said, well, we don't understand what you're doing. Are you chanting? Are you singing? You know, what are you doing? I'm making a joyful noise unto the Lord, Rastafari, you know, how he tells me to do it. And then Sony Records says, well, do some rock, do Metallica, I said, but I don't want to perform that stuff. If I'm on stage, I want to perform on stage Rastafari with my drum, you know? And he said, well, they call it Islander music. I said, Islander music? He said, well, it's not even world music, but he's still trying to help me. They're really trying to help me, Selassie. So that is it, roots and culture, you know? And then, because I'm American, because I'm doing so much to lift Jamaica, because really nobody knows, yo, I love the Caribbean, and I haven't been to Trinidad and Tobago yet, but the heart, and I know some of you have never been to Jamaica yet. Yo, the vibration there is like no place else in the world, and I want us all to turn the mirror back to Jamaica, and I want the whole world right now to let Jamaica know how much they love them. I want everybody to give credit to the real history of music right now that comes from the heartbeat, you know? And I believe on a spiritual level that Jamaica is the grail, reggae is the grail, and Jamaica broke off from the Holy Land, the true and original Holy Land. Yes, Rastafari, Haile Selassie. So I don't know if I have a different view than the Bobo and the Nyabingi and the different tenements of Rastafari, but I stand fully as an empress, you know, prepared to continue the mission of Empress Menin and to do these things in a real, full and proper way. And I hope I am. And I hope everybody, you know, will stand up now, Richie, too, and tell me. Because some people just see me moving so fast. They just kind of let me be. And no, I want the feedback, you know. I want the questions. I want the questions. Yeah, man, I want the questions. So any questions you have for me?
Yeah. The album, right? So the album was on EP.
It's an EP. This is an EP. Right now, if we can, let's give them a little tease of the instrumentals. So, I voiced two. It's oh gosh, my headpiece, guys. This thing is always, it's so heavy. I voiced two.
How much,
I
how
voiced
much
two.
nationality they come to?
I'm going for between 5 and 6. I have mixed. The record labels are kind of telling me keep it smaller and more rich. Yeah, and full. You and I had discussed this and we said maybe 6. So let me give everybody a little tease in the music. Let's roll it, everybody. A little freestyle time. Feel free at home to. This is the Roots and Culture rhythm that I created. I don't know if I'm opening up to any other artists either right now. It's exclusive. Roots and Culture. That's it, everybody. Thank you so much for being here tonight. Thank you, Ja, first and foremost. Thank you, Richie. Love you. That's a little tease. That's the first one. Can I give you guys, I want to give everybody a little funny anecdote right now. So just to show everybody how I grew up so much in music, that it's amazing that I didn't embrace this sooner. So my dad constantly had these famous Latin performers at my house. So much so that as I'm lighting up, I'm remembering we had this guy by the name of Charlie Palmieri. Charlie and Eddie are very, very famous Latin performers. He was a keyboard player. And the cigarette, not a spliff, the cigarette was was lit 24/7 at the keyboard, even inside my home. My parents hated smoke. You couldn't have smoked, but they respected the music. So he was famous. He was allowed to have that cigarette, burning the whole time while he was playing that keyboard. Yeah, man. Shout out to the Palmieri. Shout out to the Fania All Stars. I really was grown up. I'm not Latin. We're Italian, Polish, European. But I was grown up very, very much in Latin, and my dad taught me about the Afro-Cuban beat, and he really let me know once it's the drum, you can't leave out the Afro. So, I didn't grow up with racism. I have a brother who's got some issues, but I really didn't grow up. My parents just grew up. In fact, my dad's favorite person of all time is Jackie Robinson. My dad drove Jackie Robinson. He went to the same college, and he had the honor of driving him a couple of times for the college. And he said that man was so honorable. He said he saw that man be spat upon as a black athlete, as one of the first forging black athletes in America. Afro, some people say American Afro, whatever you want to say. A dark-skinned human being, And my father saw the abuse, and he said the man was so quiet, so classy, so professional, that my father said he was like beyond human. And that was his idol. My dad just wrote this book, Dancing Your Way Through Life. Go check it out, Guy Ferrara. And Jackie Robinson was his idol. So I definitely did not grow up with any racial issues. My family, loved all people. They loved music. So it was just natural. So let me give you, so that was the Roots and Culture. Then this one I voiced on. This is Evolution. So far I just did a drum on it. And Ross Andy, who says blessings and is in my Roots and Culture video. Shout out Ross Andy, right from Trenchtown. He's not even on any social media. He makes all the roots, y'all. So if you're in Jamaica, you go to Helsha Beach, you're in Trenchtown, you got to look up for Ross Andy. Much love, much respect. Rastafari, my elder. Yeah, man, he's actually voiced on CleanWay. Yo, we got some people on CleanWay, bro. These people never voiced on nothing, and they're with us. So this is called Evolution. This is another one of our rhythms. I love that song too. We did the video already. Mud. Gotta feed the people. Gotta lift the people. Gotta love the people. Hug the people. Heal the people now. What the world needs now is love. What the world need. I'll give you guys a little bit of that later. Yeah, man, that's all. Yo, I cried making that video, Richie. I cried making that video. And right now we got to talk about this. Yo, we got to talk about this little girl this week, man. And I'm embarrassed to say her name. I just didn't want to blaze her name. I just have this image, and there's too many of them. There's a statue in Jamaica that salutes children that have been taken tragically. It's a black smiley face, and it actually at one time had tears that run down it. Oh my Lord. Thank you, 12 Span Vibes Machine, for taking me there. Richie, we were all crying when we did the video. Yo, he just surprised me and took me to that place. We were just there stuck and like frozen. So, yo, these people right now, I don't know what to say, what to do, but fire bun. Anybody harboring, any mothers. Yo, if you're a mother right now and you know your son or it's mostly sons. If you know your child, God forbid, have an issue with some perversion or, yo, man, them need to be out of society, bro. Them need to be out of society, people. We need to put them out of society. We cannot let our children be touched. We got to stop this, man. We cannot, we don't want to name the people, the activity. It's man. I wanted to be a lawyer when I was younger, Richie, but I thought lawyers only protected like criminals. I never knew that there were like child advocacy lawyers, or like now I've had to be a lawyer in the music industry. I just never understood how many innocent people do, need laws. And really it's just the human rights. That's another thing. I support the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. Simple. Everybody should be reading it in the world. We should just, once we do, our governments, I think, would just be forced to adhere. Right now I'm fighting with Sizzla Kalonji and the whole Nyabingi. They are, enacting the law and the rights. And the fact is that Jamaica was supposed to adopt the UN Declaration of Human Rights. Every country is, from the 1969 resolution through His Imperial Emperor Haile Selassie. Richie, I have a story for you. I know I never told you this. So part of this show, guys, selfishly, is I get to talk to somebody like this, deep about the music. And this is really the best part. So I don't think, Richie, you knew this. Did I ever tell you I really believe I was touched by Haile Selassie? I think I might have told you. Did I ever tell you I feel like I was touched by Haile Selassie? Even though he passed, I think, like the year I was born or the year before I was born. Very, very close, like my family. But did I tell you? I don't know if anybody knows this, but I feel I was touched by him. So if you know Bob, you know why Bob turned to Rastafari? Let me fix this, guys. Sorry. Do you know the story of why Bob? Yeah, do you know the story why Bob turned to Rastafari? It's always the female, really. All right, so we gotta give credit to Rita. So funny enough, I knew this story before I knew this story. So, oh gosh, guys, I'm sorry, I gotta fix it completely. Just the weight of it is driving me crazy. I have to just fix it on air. So I was raised a Catholic, guys. This is fascinating. This is really, really fascinating. Pass out the live. It seems like the connection is great. Josh just blessing me today. Roots and culture is the way. So, as a little girl, my parents were very observant Catholics. My parents are very observant Catholics. So I learned about the Trinity. As I say, they weren't racist. They were very open, to music and to culture and, just love. My mother discovered God is love. But they kept me around some very spiritual things, some very, Ross O'Neilly in the house, big up, big up. They kept me around some very, spiritual people. So there was this guy I met one time, and he came to talk at our house, and his name was Joey Lomangino. Much respect to Joey Lomangino. Joey Lomangino had what they call the stigmata. Do you know what the stigmata is? Anybody on the line know what the stigmata is? Yeah, man, pass out this live, guys. Nobody talks about this stuff anymore, man. It's so important. The stigmata is the imprint of Jesus in the hands and the feet, the wounds in the hands, the wounds in the feet. And they say, there's supposed to be biblical scripture that says that when Jesus comes again, he will have those signs, the stigmata. Okay, he will rise in 3 days. We know there's so much connection to the threes. Well, this Joey Lomangino was a bad man. He was into sex and drugs and rock and roll. And one day he was working on his car in his garage, and the car fell on him and exploded, went on fire. He was trapped under the vehicle. He survived. He was blinded, and he was left with a cross scar, big cross scar in the middle of his forehead. And nobody could figure out how he got this cross scar. They figured about the eyes. They figured out other injuries in his body. Nobody could figure out how exactly he got this cross scar. So Joey Lamangino, as a Catholic, Italian Catholic, became very, very religious, spiritual, and he taught about this. So as a very young girl, I was in like the Catholic newspaper with my family, and I learned about this. Fast forward, 15 years ago, I'm looking into Haile Selassie, and I want to know, is he Christ? You know, I'm questioning this. What's the lie, the rock? I'm starting to study the Ethiopian Bible. I had studied Hebrew when I studied I taught myself Hebrew. I could just learn things. You know, I want to learn something, I'll just pick up a book and learn it. Yeah. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, Aleph Bet Gimel Daled Hey, Vav, you know, Chaim L'Chaim. So I fast forward learning about Bob Marley, and I'm watching, and I just had this thing. I think I heard something about, you know, like Rita and Bob following Rita, and how he wanted to marry Rita, and how Rita was the one who was turned on to Haile Selassie and brought Haile Selassie and Rasta, well, not Rasta yet, but Haile Selassie to Bob. And then they said how Haile Selassie had come to visit Jamaica. And I just instinctually thought to myself, I wonder if she saw the stigmata. And sure enough, I looked it up, and she did. She saw the stigmata. And that's how she convinced Bob that he was His Imperial Majesty, that he was Christ in his kingly character, revelation, you know, however you want to look at it. To me, as a Rasta, the only thing I say about revelation is, a lot of us like to say we're in revelation time because we feel some of those prophecies were fulfilled. To me, one of the biggest things in the Bible, and I heard in the Ethiopic Bible, is none of us have the right to determine the time or the place. So as soon as we do that, we're not being Christ-like. We're not accepting Jah. Jah can change that at any time. So we're not to be saying, oh, it's the end of the world. No, that's not Rastafari. Sorry. Rastafari is always life. Once there's doom or ending, that ain't life, y'all. Rastafari, there, Selassie. So fast forward, okay, well, backwards, my roots and culture. This isn't about, again, in the 90s, I was cutting hair on Long Island. I had this Italian client. She was a very snobby client, you know, one of these Italian ladies who she acted like a blue blood, if you will, like an early American money person, you know. I did her hair. She was very picky. But she started to little by little warm up to me. And then all of a sudden, I noticed she would start to touch me, like when I would do her hair, very gently, like a mother or a grandmother, you know, or maybe even like a slave owner, you know, very like polite, respectful, but that there's a distance, you know, that it's a proper kind of communication. And then one day she told me, and when she told me this, I knew nothing about Rastafari. I knew nothing about Haile Selassie. She had audience with Haile Selassie, with Mussolini, and with the Pope. Imagine. I don't know anybody who could say that. Her father was a very big lawyer I guess this would have been in like the 1940s, 50s, 60s. I don't even know. And she had private audience with them. And as I became a Rasta and started, you know, putting my path together and embraced and said, no, I was born a Ras, I believe that was part of the journey, that this lady, you know, brought me in. She started to treat me like a daughter. When she got sick, she had a rich family of children and grandchildren. And when this lady got sick, she invited me to sleep over her home. And when she died, the family didn't even tell me. But I feel like, funny enough, my own mother, when his name came up, the one time my mother said, I hate him. And unfortunately, she passed, and I never got to ask her why. You know, why? I don't know why. So, yeah, that's my roots. That's the serious roots in culture. You know, this is not I don't think reggae music is for the light at heart. I don't think anybody should be like playing with it or dabbling with it. The same as some people say, you know, much music is for the devil. Or I do want to say something, that evolution. Let me pull this up quickly. Now, I'm putting that on my roots and culture, but that's clearly what they call, you know what that kind of rhythm is, right? What do you call that rhythm? I don't even know if you know. Yeah, because you're so much into reggae and, you know, a lot of reggae. Do you know what they call that kind of rhythm? Yeah, what do you guys think of this? So I'm planning to put this on the Roots and Culture EP, y'all. So I added like the acoustic drum a little. At first I would have said it's just like a hip hop, but they told me, my guys, the young guys told me they call it I think a drill. Yeah, like a drill rhythm. So I have a Rasta brother. Yeah, man. Shout out to my Rasta brother. Oh my gosh, my brain for a second. Out of Mall Road. He told me he was mad. He's like, your people. He's one of these. Your people caused this colonialism, and your people caused all this, and your people. And I'm thinking like, no, man, you're getting it wrong, bro. Rastas, you're getting it wrong. Stop cutting out the voice of the Empress and stop cutting out the voice of a light-skinned person or a clear-skinned person because you think they're not a Rasta or they don't have a soul. Or stop it, y'all. Stop judging the book by its cover, man. I know we keep saying this over and over. We can still keep judging. So what I decided, my Rasta brother told me that this was a devil vibration. And I wasn't to put this vibration on my reggae. Yeah, he said if I'm doing reggae, I'm to stick to just the reggae vibration. The slow vibration. So I'm curious to what the people say. What do you think about that? Because I felt it's a way to introduce everybody, but the concept on it is going to be clearly like reggae. But you have any feeling about that? You ever hear anything like that? So they felt like the vibration has to be slow. I don't know. My argument would be that the earth, nature, Mother Earth has all kind of vibration. And it's up to us on how we use the vibration. Once you're using it positive, it's Rastafari, it's reggae. So what do you want to hear next? I got 3 more rhythms. You want some more rhythms or? I'm so excited tonight. I'm watching the time. Oh my gosh, I think the video dropped. Oh my Lord. Wait, let me see if I can change this. I didn't even realize the time was going so much. Let me see. Oh my gosh. I think I might have dropped the video. Let me see.
Seeing that.
No, wait. I gotta fix it. It's actually, the date is wrong. I gotta fix it while we're on air. Yeah, man. So what do you think? Talk. Let me fix this right now while we're here. Oh my gosh, multitasking. It's set for tomorrow. I might just have to press it like instant premiere and get it ready. Guys, I tried all day. I tried to get it on my Vivo. I don't know if it was the length of the video. I don't know what was giving me an issue. What do you think, Richie? What do you think is gonna happen? You've been watching my journey, a short time. What do you think from this Roots and Culture? You think it was a good move for me? You think the people gonna love it?
Big move.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Roots and Culture is teaching, teaching people and them,
Yes.
positive vibes on fire.
Yes.
Roots and Culture, they do Roots and Culture because without the roots, you have no tree now,
Which is right. Yes, and I think I think what some of us have been doing, and this is a message, is we've been up life, big up F life, big up everybody on the line tonight, y'all guys. I'm just so excited. Sorry for not saying everybody's name. I really think, and the Rastas helped me with this recently. Shout out the elders in Jamaica, Richie. What they taught me is that we're all victims. I've been saying it. We're all victims of colonialism, man. It's just the facts. Whatever side we're on, if we want to side each other, there is no side, y'all. It's a trinity. There's always a trinity. If you look at everything in life, there's always a trinity. It makes it much easier. It's easier to break up things. Like if you have $100, instead of thinking, I spent 20, I spent 10, just round it up to the thirds, and then take it in thirds. Every 3 thirds is 100. Almost exactly. If you divide 100 into 3, it's 33 it's infinity. It's 3 infinity. It's life. Yeah, man, 3 and a 1. See, I mentioned, do a plug. Yeah, we got some advertisers this week, and we got a plug right now for, yes.
There's Congo right now. Yeah. Lapita, nice again, Prince Judah residency there. P6
Yes,
I
man.
mean,
Yes, man.
don't go on.
So,
Just come in. You come in.
man, I want to come in. Where's the place again? Tell them the name of the place.
Bless, bless.
Tell them the name of the plus. Tell them the name of the place.
In my place is 3-6 Lock at that. I ain't read my side.
Okay.
What's up with that?
Rima side, art party. Give them a little plug. Tell them what to expect. What kind of music? What are you gonna be rocking and rolling with? I wish I could come in.
I don't know that different vibration bringing. So come out and take in and I show just yeah, if it's like that in King's Yard. King's Yard up in the east. Yeah. Prince of Judah residents at the Prince of Judah celebrating your show. It's I and Ajedi.
And Richie Lion. I took the mask off. I never take that shot. So celebration. It's alright. It's alright. Come out and celebrate the King's Day. Happy King's Day, the 17th of June. Yes, my Gemini. You know, I don't think I ever knew that. It's really your birthday? No, you're not Gemini. Are you Gemini? Or you're what are you? What sign is it? Leo starts.
Levi.
Oh, Levi. No, but what sign is June 17th, you know?
The Cancer.
Oh, Cancer. Okay. Okay. Interesting. All right. Enough respect. That's gonna be a big one. So y'all, I got the video EQ'd. We're gonna drop it on the show live. So get ready. We are live on CleanWayRecords YouTube, and we're gonna drop the video live on the Marilana Ross Dumpling channel. So make sure you're following all over. What do you say? You want to hear the two songs? You want to hear more of the rhythm?
Yes, no. Don't forget we are guest artists coming up performing. One like Apache will be live and alive.
Awesome. Yeah, man. I got
Jayut.
Jayut coming up next Thursday. I got big up. We got oh my gosh, El Trema on the final June, and we're booked through August right now for Cleanway and Sound. So Richie, can I say it on the line? What do you think? Are we both going to be on air? I'm going to be on air, guys, soon. We got a radio show. We got a radio station right here, and we're bigging up CleanWayRecords, Dougie Benz, Majestic 868. All of us is partnering up, yo, and we're gonna just blow up reggae right here. And I'm gonna give them a little more teaser of the rhythms, Richie, and then I can drop the two songs before I do the video, because I don't want to take you all night. This is the Dumpling reggae rhythm, y'all. Dumpling reggae rhythm. I'll give you a little teaser. This one is in the works. I'm never gonna hurt you, my love. I'm never gonna leave you, my darling. I'm never gonna hurt you, my love. I'm never gonna leave you, 'cause I'm loving you, begging you. Yeah, man, I don't want to give them too much yet, man. Write that one out. Yeah, man, that's the Dumpling reggae rhythm. Syndicate, well, go on, just joined in. Synth Deuce. All right, and then these two show the Latin love that I have. Slither Deuce. It looked like Syndicate. I saw Uplife. I saw Kashkali. I haven't seen Kashkali in so long, man. Kashkali got to keep watching, man. I don't know why he think I didn't like him or something, man. Love everybody, bro. Love everybody. I'm just a workaholic, bro. Tell them, Richie. Tell them. Can you tell them a little bit from you know me? Can you give them a little bit of background? Tell them what you know about me as like a worker, as like a, you know, a boss. I'm trying to get these people coming after me, my reputation so much, man. They try to hurt me, and if you can give them a little bit of a plug about me and like what I do, tell them in your words, please. And thank you again for being here.
That the original Marilana has upgrade that soldier.
The original, yeah, man, with the Ethiopian chain. Shout out Africa, shout out Yard and Abad, Ghana, the Gambia. Shout out all over the world, man. I just love you all. I love what, you know, music brings together. We get such a fight with the glory, the getting on stage, the being in Gambia with the Jamaican flag. You know, the coming on every week is my Trini flag, my US flag, my Rasta flag, you know, the label, the brand. Right now I'm branding, I'm trademarking. We're up in the game. We want to make sure everybody's in, you know, a really good position. And again, I'm so excited to be a DJ, man. I got one slot, and I'm gonna see if I can incorporate this show somehow, like into a slot or something, so that, you know, I'm not taxed too much. Cause like 3-4 events regular week, that's rough. That's rough. I never really wanted that kind of a schedule, guys. My thing's gonna be more exclusive. So these are 2 more rhythms, Richie. I love these, and you have them, you know, so you can open them up. Let me know, any artist, man, when you're ready. We want to make each one a unique project.
Like going live now, request one artist, you want the rhythm.
Yeah, man, that's it. Yeah, man, the artists have to let us know. That's the way we work. The artists got to come with the fire. That's it. We're not really looking. They got to come to us. So this is called Above the Clouds, named by my brother Falco the General. Check out this rhythm, man. Mud. I just got a little something on this. Not too much yet, but. Yo, you see this guy here? Yo, don't let him fool you behind the scenes, cause he's gonna take center stage soon. So, did you get to listen to those already?
I mean, I would have tough.
So did you voice any of them yet, Richie? Come on, tell everybody.
I'm voice not, no, that is shit.
You're not ready yet?
I know that's good,
You're not ready yet?
but soon.
Soon. I know you are. I know you are, Rastafari. You know when you get the calling. Don't let him fool you, everybody. Him got it all up his sleeve. And this one I think is my favorite rhythm on the EP. So I'm waiting for this one last. But I'm still actually open to a production with somebody else, a collab, solo voice. But I'm open up to doing a 6, like, and building it from scratch with the team. So hey y'all, I got one opening on this Roots and Culture, and I really want it to be. I do have somebody creating a rock reggae like production for me, but I don't know if it's going to like be ready for when I want this ready. But we'll see. So we're open to another project. So this is the final rhythm so far, y'all, but I'm open to one more, and this is the Roots and Culture EP. This is called Afro-Cuban Drum. I think I'm gonna sing what I'm gonna have on this because I got some crazy ideas on it. Ready? Let me get this really loud. Hold up. Pull that up. Yo, this mud. Afro-Cuban drum. You ready? Ross Dumpling in the house. Richie Lion, Trinidad and Tobago. Big up CleanWayRecords. You ready? Beep, beep, 5, 5, 4, 4, 4. I smell the blood of an evil one. That's how we do it, how we do it. I'm all about the reggae music. Feel the vibe, feel the vibration. It's reggae music, the grail of nations. Na 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 na. I don't want to get them too much. Na 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 na. Beep beep 5, 4, 4. I smell the blood of an evil one. Yeah, man. We're here to talk about positivity. Yeah, man. It's called the Afro-Cuban drum. So I'm still doing some little things, but y'all, that one has like, I want to try to get my dad to even maybe do a live Latin drum on it. So I wasn't ready to like, yo, I don't even know, but I'm just so hot about the track. I'm looking for anybody to come collab, come stand next to me. I was trying to get into Jamaica to voice. I just couldn't do the trip right now, y'all. It's nice to have that vibe. So that's it. That's the layout of the rhythms, man. I'm just nuts about it, Richie. So I don't know what more you want to ask or what the people want to know, but shoot, anything you want to know. I'm just so excited, man. And I just hope everybody's gonna be excited with me, you know?
What age did you start singing like on stage and thing?
What was that?
This experience, what age? Your foot.
The first was like Glee Club. You know, everybody did a little Glee Club in church. Yeah, we all did that, right? But the first like performance was playing piano, not singing, just pretty much piano.
With a band?
just piano, being the solo accompaniment as piano to like my friends on stage in elementary school. That was pretty scary. Yeah, and I had to play Nadia's theme. You know Nadia's theme? Dun 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 dun. And my girlfriends were doing gymnastics on stage. That was scary. And I had my whole family, my grandmother, my auntie, my mother in the audience. But I did good. I did well. I did well. And I probably was only studying piano maybe like a year. But really, what I know now, they should have let me continue with my ear. I was an ear player, and I probably should have learned like chord structure right away and like maybe guitar because I had such a sense of ear and vibration. And then what they did was they taught me like if anybody out there knows music this way, all I can say was like I learned anybody trying to learn another language, right? The speaking part is hard, but try to read and the letters and things mess you up. So when I would try to do music, I was learning it like 16 sharps and flats, and I had to learn each part of the, oh my gosh. So like you have a one chord, but I was reading it like every individual, like maybe 4 times 4. Sometimes you get a 4 times 4 times 4 because you have a bass, a treble. Oh my gosh. And so nobody taught me the shortcuts. There's a lot of shortcuts. Yeah. That I naturally knew. Yeah. You get me? So now it's kind of like I'm relearning. I'm very free. That's why like I don't care if my beats is perfect in this. Like I want everybody to hear that. And I want like that little girl in me that was scared of the devil. You know, to free up and just be like, yo, just play that drum, just yeah. You know, and don't worry about like the what do they call it? The independence of like singing and playing the instrument. People don't know how hard that is. Some people see a famous person, they have no idea. It's hard enough to play one thing or be vocal, and then to do two. Some people do 2 and 3. The foot's going, and the you know, we have to be a little crazy, right, to do this music thing because there's so much going on in the head, man. John, no, but the video, man, the video. So
Let me see the video.
yeah, you say ready for drop it? Yeah, man. So let's play the video as the song, and then I'll play them evolution. Yo, the video, I'm like high. So the video gives that history of hmm.
Who the rhythms and them? Who produce the rhythms and them?
So really me, Coco Beats. We work with Coco Beats. He produces our work, but we get the full licenses from him. But we plan to credit him and keep him in the loop always, you know, because he's a good part of the team. And we started during COVID, and he calls me the queen. And he's I really have some people like you that sometimes is like, I love you guys that are really Richie Lion, humble, you know, appreciation, appreciate love for like I have many sages that.
Who produce you some culture?
So me and CleanWayRecords music, engineered by New Beginning Studio and Damian Allen. The video is produced and directed by 12 Span. But basically, I did all those sounds and drums and percussion even over the Coco Beats rhythm. So it's really, you know, it's really mine. It's really my whole concept, you know, 200%. A lot of my projects is 200%. A lot of people on the team, and they're going to get little royalties and stuff. Yeah, of course. But I try to teach everybody I'm around. I tell them, follow me. Yeah, man, do what I do. Yeah, you don't have to do it now. You don't have to like believe in what I do or love what I do. But I tell them, trust me. Just trust the process and follow. All right, let's get this video public. It's going to be just said as an instant premiere. Oops. So let me get the no, we're still there. Praise Jah. Okay. Did you hear that? Yo, it's a hot set right there. We just had an alarm. The door's been opening in and out on the set. The day could be quiet all the time. It's always the way it is. All right, let's get us around here. I think we got to shut the ring off so that there's no background light. Thank y'all for your patience tonight. Roots and Culture. Go to Marilana Ross Dumpling. Vivo right now. Yeah, man, right now.
Endorsement. Trinidad. Miami. I mean large. Is Marilana? Ross Dumpling in the place. Yeah.
gosh, guys, I'm telling you, this is one of these days. I'm going to be doing radio, so I don't have the visual, but let me tell you to get audio and visual. Richie, tell them, you do it so well, but tell them how hard it is to get audio and visual, like these guys that run these shows. And, yo, it's no joke, y'all. It's no joke. My son keeps opening the door. Flies are coming in on the set. I got the 2 phones here. It is a challenge. Hold up, y'all. Let's get this queued up. We got to time the drop. So it's the same thing. We're doing like 20 things at once. Yeah, man. So go to my channel, y'all. Please make sure you're following. I've been doing a lot to lift the CleanWay channel. I think we're supposed to be monetized like any minute there. So I am starting to focus on the Ross Dumpling channel. I'm going to drop it right now, y'all. I'm going to drop it as an instant premiere. So everybody get there. Get to Marilana Ross Dumpling Vivo. It's not the Vivo, but it's the Vivo channel anyway. Yeah, man, I might put it up still as the Vivo. We have the philosophy we're going to put it anywhere. Anybody wants to put it on their channel, let us know. Yeah, man, that's the philosophy right now. We want this song everywhere. So it's done. We're saving, and it should be an instant premiere, you all. Let's go to the channel. Check it out. Oh, my God. Is it really going to be? The video is beautiful, you all. And let's just erase colonialism. Let's like just rewrite this. Really, we just got to do it. Son, tune in. I think it's gonna roll. Let's see. Let's get the volume up. Premieres June 5th. Yep, here we go. Yay! We did it. Tune in now, you all. Marilana Ross Dumpling Vivo channel. Yeah, man, Roots and Culture video, you all. Let me turn out the background lights. I love everybody. Thank you for your patience being here. You have no idea the works. We're celebrating reggae music all around the globe. Because I just wanna live up the road. I think it might be better like that, right? Yeah. Shut out the background lights. First time ever. Hope y'all love it. A big shout out to 12 Span. Big shout out to New Beginnings Studio. Yeah, man, that's Spain Town and Grand Spen. Yo, man, shout out to Joshie. I don't know what'll go on, but they said he had to leave Grand Spen and some kind of violence. And just stop the violence, y'all, Jamaica. Just start love one another. Yeah, I used to tease the boys when they were little in New York City schools, and they used to tell them, you want to touch each other so much, something's wrong, man. Go touch some woman. Go love women. You know? You find to love yourself first before you take on so much extra. 47 seconds. Sorry, what do you say, Richie?
I know it's called long figures, come on.
Yeah, 37 seconds, 32 seconds. Everybody make sure you go to CleanWayRecords. Let me go on my other channel and watch us right now. Oh gosh, where are we? Hold up. I don't even know if we're on. We should be on. Yeah, we're on live. Good. All right, 14. It's coming up. 10. Go. Countdown, y'all. I'm going to play the drum. I hope you love it, man. You gotta love it. Roots and culture, man. That's what it's all about. Does one need to be a Rasta to sing reggae? Are they trying to kill reggae? From the ghettos of Trinidad, Jamaica, a still impoverished spiritual background of tension. First time ever, y'all. Share out the live. Roots and culture, Marilana Ross Dumpling Vivo. Of music. Live. That brings to life the heartbeat. Live premiere. Thank you all for tuning in. Yeah, man. Share out the live. First time. Flatbridge, Jamaica. If you know these places, write the names below. One drop made from Scar to Trenchtown. Shout out Ross Andy. Beverly Kelso, Toots Ebert, and Lee Scratch Perry. Roots and culture. Yeah, my friend Tarmac has that flag right now. I'm gonna be quiet. Singing it out for the youth. Singing it out for all humanity. One heart, one soul, one destiny. Roots and culture. Roots and culture. Culture. Roots and culture. Teach the children roots and culture. Never more important. No games, no laughter. Fluid like nature is never come, and God's love is on time. Roots and culture. Spain town, y'all. That's where the heart of where colonialism started in Jamaica, man. I can't even imagine the battle sport there. It's very intense walking around there. I don't know if you can feel it, y'all, but just allow yourself the time and stay united in your nations. I'll go jump on these beats that Yahweh created. Campaign is to live the nation ages. Sing about it. This ain't no race thing. Teach about it. There's no debating. Roots and culture. Roots and culture. Roots and go vibes machine. Go team, man. Teach your children roots and culture. When Marcus spoke, then Bob celebrated, singing truth and rights. It will relay us. One drop made from sky to rock steady. Beverly Kelsey to T-Bird and Lee Scratch Perry. Roots and culture. Roots and culture. Roots and culture. Teach your children roots and culture. From Jamaica to the mother. Yo, they need to like melt down that statue place or something. That place is so like haunted and spooky and yo man, I feel for the people of Spain town, yo. Look at the moon. Look at the spiritual moon we got that night. Richie was such a sorry to interrupt it, y'all, but man, it still affects me. Those places are so big up Ross Andy, man. I hope your leg is all healed up. Beautiful man right there. Roots man, you know? That is it, y'all. That is it, y'all. I mean, that's in-house, man. That's my partner. 12 span. Yeah, man. Let me turn the lights back on, y'all. That's Vibes Machine, 12 span. Y'all go watch it. Go share it out. Yeah, man. Anybody willing? I'm putting it all over, Richie. Yeah, man. We're willing. You want to put it on your channels? Yeah, man. We feel, you know, Rasta Lives Matter. When I did the Realize song with Magic Flute, we did, I wore a t-shirt that said Rasta Lives Matter. And it's really true, you know? I really feel it's so true. And we need to, you know, if people in the industry were telling me to write something that says we you know, don't kill reggae, then they feel threatened. So I hope that, you know, this EP is going to help everybody. I believe in healing. I have one song more to play from the EP, but I want to hear your feelings on the. Now, you haven't seen Jamaica. I know you've seen a lot of videos. What do you think? Yeah, 12 span. 12 span. That's Vibes Machine. That's our artist, you know? Yeah, man, that's team. Right now, his son is in hospital, so we got to give him a major shout out and pray for him. His son is young, and he got involved in a little boy foot. Kick him in the face, man. Almost bust up the little boy's eye, and he's in hospital now and thing, and... Yeah, man, shout out Jaheem, my little assistant, you know, help us out on the videos, and you just got to stop it, man. More love. And I don't know, I got to interject it, but my big message is, I don't know what to say. We're just rushing children. We're rushing lives too much to grow. Like, people not supposed to be, human beings aren't supposed to be adults and having sex and adulting at 14, 12, 10, 9, 5. Leave those beings. Let them grow. Let people grow into their being. Then mess with them. You know what I mean? Let people grow into their full selves. Even me, as a little girl, that would be my message to my little self girl and the people around me. See this little beautiful girl? People gonna come after her, bro. They're gonna come after her. You have to know that. But don't scare her. Don't age appropriate. Tell her how to protect herself. I think I did it with my son. I'm proud. He's 21 and he's mature. He's a normal human being, but he's not rushing to adult. And the family supported that. We said, we don't care what other people say. We don't care if it take him to 25, 30 to get a job and figure out his head. If that's how long he needs to figure out himself, we don't need my kid to have to go out and, I've been in those places. I could have made those choices, Richie Lion. I could have sold myself. I could have sold my soul. I could have sold some drugs easily. Easily. Some people have told me I could have been the Griselda, selling herb and selling things because I just met the people and I'm cool and I'm comfortable with people. But I never did it. I never did it. Even with the music, I don't want to take no shortcut. Even right? We had the conversation. We got called to DJ on a channel, FCC, all that. And still, one of my first questions to the guy was, can I play my own music? I have a whole big library, right, of our own music. That's ideal. People have been coming at me left, right, and center with these proposals. But we finally got, legitimate. And we're gonna produce it and promote it, properly soon. Yeah. Dougie Benz is starting to promote properly, but it's a local radio station. Just look out by next week, y'all. Probably I'm gonna be doing a trial, a one shoot. Oh my gosh, Richie, I'm gonna be DJing. Lord. Imagine Roots and Culture lady's gonna be DJing her own show. It's awesome, y'all. So send in, make sure you're doing more and more clean work. It's a testimony to the clean. So yeah, tell me what you think about. Let me sit down and relax. Oh my gosh, sorry. Tell me what you think about the video. Let me hear what you want to hear and know. And yeah, I told you 12 span, y'all. Check him out. You got to go through us. You got to go through Clean Way, but he's available. And we keep upgrading our equipment, but he had the idea of the places, and it was a soulful video. It was a soulful video.
What's his name?
His artist name is Vibes Machine, but his visual production is it's actually, I was introduced to him to be a videographer, and he wound up being our partner and an artist also on the label. He's got an EP coming out called Clean Way. And his name is Vibes Machine, and he'll be dropping a video probably July to August. And just an awesome guy. Like I said, right now, Jaheim, his son, is in the hospital. He's a single dad, just doing it the right way. Mad creative. I really like it. So you like the production? You like the places that those were?
No, I'm familiar with the place, but...
So have you heard anybody talk about Flatbridge? Sasha British, Flatbridge? Anybody on the line know Flatbridge? Tell Richie about Flatbridge. So there's three places. There's three places. One I chose that I knew I wanted to, and that's Trenchtown. You know Trenchtown, right?
Yeah.
What's Trenchtown?
Trenchtown.
That's where reggae started, in Trenchtown. Trenchtown rocks. So in Trenchtown, that's where my friend Ross Andy is. Bro, you could get shot in there for trying to do a video, it looked like. It's still a impoverished, very spiritual, and they see somebody with a little light skin right away, a foreigner. They wanted money. But then I mentioned that same Neville Garrick, and I let them hear my project, and they changed their tune very fast, and they realized I'm on a mission, and don't fight with a mission, Just because I'm a missionary doesn't mean I have, mission money to give. But we'll come back. I'm gonna come back, and I will come back to Spanish Town. It's amazing to see so much money put into Jamaica and to see that not much changes in certain places. So yeah, we wanna keep working and keep highlighting that to the world. Again, I think Jamaica, to me, is the baby that never got to grow up. The most successful, probably, Africans out of East and West Africa that were ripped from all over and, dropped off in the Caribbean. And, were ripped from their mother. The rest of us, light-skinned people, we were taken from our mother, but more slowly. We're still victims of this stupid colonialism that shaped the world, I don't know why, and made these 7 continents and this whole Pangea thing happen. And I think we just need to look to that, really, that scientifically, anthropologically, on any educational level, there is no distinction of human. There is no class or race of human. The moon and nature shows us there is no even human race. We're all racing to time, but we should look to Ethiopia and see we're all way ahead of ourselves. We're always way ahead of ourselves, right? When do we get in trouble with the devil in life? When we're ahead of ourselves, when we try to get ahead of ourselves, right? When we try to move too fast, and then we say, oh, the devil, the devil, the devil. No, we're just trying to move against nature. I do it. I do it because I have this spirit energy because I've been held for so long. So my message is, make sure children can be creative and can give back and can identify with, all of us can identify with our African roots. All teachers should be teaching that. All teachers should be teaching Pangea and teaching, that there's different versions of the Bible. You don't have to teach religion to teach the Bible. You shouldn't have to be religious to teach a book. It's the biggest book all over the world. Why we can't teach it? Why we can't teach it? You're supposed to be able to teach it. Nobody could force somebody to be spiritual or to be connected with God. That has to come from the person. You know? We need to just like embrace the growth of the human, embrace the growth of the cells. I'm a reborn. Sometimes people don't like to hear that, but I'm a reborn. I had locks and had to shave them. I was nearly dead. And now COVID hit and I was like the forager. I'm like, I know this, I got this. Look at me. Look at me, guys. Sometimes I look in the mirror and I'm like, okay, there's an old lady there. And other times I see myself on film and I'm like, there's no filter there. Yo, this lady looked great. This lady looked good. Ja and clean life and clean living. This is my only medicine. I feel good. I feel good, Richie. I feel good. So the spiritual vibe of that video was Flatbridge. Flatbridge, Jamaica. Anybody on the line know Flatbridge? So Flatbridge is a very mysterious place of water. It's like a water treatment place and like a come on, anybody on the line, Flatbridge, Jamaica. Tell us about Flatbridge. Tell Richie Lyon in Trinidad. Tell Trinidad and the world about Flatbridge. What I know about Flatbridge is it's like there's like that man-made, you saw like the falls and when I'm playing the music on the rocks, that was all Flatbridge. And where I'm like on the old bridge, very, very powerful place too. And they say a lot of cars went over the edge there and crash and die. People went off the edge and crash and die. They say a lot of death in that place. Spain Town. I was a victim of a serious crime in Spain Town. I know right now people will say it is the most dangerous place in Jamaica. It one intense place. But doing that video showed me that Jamaica need to like rip that place down and change it. Bring the people together and bring them with a bag of paint. Rip down that statue of that white marble guy. Burn him at the stake. Yeah, man, because nobody there like that's supposed to be in power or no, sir. That history awful, yo. And fix up that center of Spain Town. You can see it could be a beautiful center and a beautiful court. But Richie, it's one depressed place. It's one sad place, yo. Shout out to Spain Town. I know there's some beautiful and talented people there, but the history is like, the history bad, man. Colonialism was bad. Bad. And we need to stop the money. Everybody deserved the money. But if we all just stop like worrying about that and just start respecting everybody and start from that place, yo, everybody in the world, I feel, need to come to Spain Town, Jamaica and donate a hand and paint up the place and tear down that statue, I swear. I don't know if you could see that in the video, bro, but yo, powerful. And to know I nearly died there. I nearly had my life taken. And I never, we had this conversation. I didn't want to use those words. I didn't want to highlight the evil. We don't want to highlight evil even when it happens. And as Rastas were like, what do we do? How do we get these people in trouble? Because if you don't see the act, you can't kill somebody. You can't take a life. That's me. It's simple. Human Declaration, the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, y'all. It's so powerful in this roots and culture, in what I want to teach the children and what I hope the children get, and that they don't need to be touched by the one lady who touched me, who touched Haile Selassie and had the presence of him, and they don't need to have the best parents, and they don't need to have, we really should be living in a world right now that it don't matter, like, kind of how you come into it. We're all ready for you. Don't you think so? Crazy, man. Everybody's so excited, whether it's nervous or fearful about birth. It's so miraculous. One young lady just died in childbirth. I lost three pregnancies, 3 lives. I have one pain in the butt. But I ain't rushing him. But I raised a warrior. He's ready. When he's ready, when he needs to be ready, he's ready. But he kept my anyway, he kept the thing, he supports it. So that is the roots and culture. And then the Trench Town, the Spanish Town, and the Flatbridge with three heavy.
When you drop in the album with EP,
So I'm not quite sure.
I wanna.
I'm not quite sure. The goal was like around my birthday. So I have one more video already done. I have Evolution ready. So let me let everybody hear Evolution. And I love this. And this video again will be coming soon, y'all. Powerful video again. Same 12 span. Powerful, powerful. Bad man. But I can't show you the video for that yet. It's not quite done. But this is the song. This is Evolution. Yeah, man. I love this song too, man. Bad. It's not a revolution. It's just an evolution. So find the solution and just pray. CleanWayRecords. Gotta feed the people. Gotta lift the people. Gotta love the people, hug the people, hear the people now. What the world needs now is love. Spain Town, Portmore needs now is love. Rima, world needs now is love, sweet love. There's a Rima, Jamaica too, but shout out Rena, Trinidad. Right from within your own soul. Gotta find sympathy. Gotta feel the empathy. When it's right in front of me, don't you see? Like just love one another, like a brother from another mother. Put a value on their life. Why fight for $1? I gotta pull that up, man, because I don't know the lyrics yet. I feel embarrassed, but powerful track. It's not a revolution. It's just an evolution. So find the solution and just pray. CleanWayRecords. Gotta feed the people. Gotta lift the people. Gotta love the people, hug the people, hear the people now. What the world needs now is love. What the world needs now is love. What the world needs now is love, sweet love. I'm sending out a hug, find the strength, fire. Right from within your own soul. Gotta find the sympathy, gotta feel the empathy. When it's right in front of me, don't you see? Just love one another, like a brother from another mother. Put a value on your life, why fight for $1? Gotta feed the people now. Gotta lift the people now. Gotta love the people, hear the people, hear the people now. What the world needs now is love. What the world needs now is love. What the world needs now is love, sweet love. Sending out a hug right now. Now. One heart, one destiny, collective legacy. They never saw the best of me, not judging personally. Positive energy, don't see no enemy. No infidelity, God is next to me. Gotta feed the people, gotta lift the people. Gotta love the people, hug the people, hear the people now. What the world needs now is love. What the world needs now is love. What the world needs now is love, sweet love. Find the strength, fire, right from within your own soul. Gotta find the sympathy, gotta feel the empathy. When it's right in front of me, don't you see? Just love one another, like a brother from another mother. Put a value on their life, why fight for $1? Gotta feed the people now. Gotta lift the people now. Gotta love the people, hug the people, hear the people now. Man, I gotta share something with everybody. So, I think forever I'm gonna want to cry when I did this song, cause when you all see this video, man, I'm telling you again, shout out to Vibes Machine. Took me to this, the fact that Jamaica even has to have a monument to children that were tragically like killed, and bro, that shit was heavy, bro. And it just keep happening like on the daily, bro. I'm a Rasta sometimes, but these things make you cuss and make you get so upset. You say, what? I'm gonna go on air, we gotta get ready. You're gonna have to help me, Richie Lion, cause I wanna give the people that music first, cause I know I gotta just, like feel it out and get used to the thing and stuff. And then when I talk, I was a school teacher, educator, I don't wanna get too political and too Rasta and too this, but again, that we had to have a place like that, this monument. Like, I'm always going to feel that now in this song. So on a reel, at least right now to start, any proceeds from that song, You know, that video? I told Vibes I'm going to give him a cut of the video because I love what he did. And, you know, he need the help to start. My team needs the help. They got young children. But on a reel that song, man, I wanna give the proceeds to start for, like, I think we need to put insurance on children's heads. I think that's what the rich people do. And I think that's why the poor people keep getting killed, and then the rich freaking politicians keep telling the poor blacks and the poor whites and the ignorant colored people and the ignorant people of whatever you want to call yourself kind of people. You're all human. Simple. You're all human. That's it. We should stop having, nobody should have to try to say, I'm human this, I'm human that. No, man, we're all human. All right? That's the first thing. And stop letting the other man say, they're better, they're the problem. No, you ain't the problem. I ain't the problem. They are the problem. So we need to work together and just learn to love each other and revisit. I know we all came from that history. We all came from different levels of being taken from our mother too young. That's my main philosophy. I hope people share this out. I know I'm not crazy. It's a natural thing. And these things I had from I was a child, and Rastafari has only taught me that my natural child instincts is the same. Selassie, I got to pour out some water even on the carpet in my own house for life. Because water is life, you know? I have to do it. Salud. Das vidanya. Nastrovia. Again, Richie, thank you for being here, and thank you so much, Shaja, for this journey. You know? And thank you to the vibration, and thank you to my brothers in, like, kings and queens in Jamaica and around the world that still, some of these children that are victims of some horrendous things and still stand up to be advocates for children and do the right thing and turn it around, and it's never too late. It's never too late. I know I have some crazy people watching me right now. I do. I have some people watching me for all kind of reasons. So, yeah, man, that's the message back. It's never too late to live clean, you know, and turn it around. Do right. Do right. And anybody else, you see something, don't hold that, yo, because it is your life. It is your spirit, your soul. Once you raise a child, you know, when a child is little, I believe the parent is responsible for the soul. But once you know your child has reason, not to just copy you and copy behavior, but reason to be out on their own, to meet a situation where they have to choose something rough or something smooth, and know that they can make that decision. When you know they can make that decision, then as the parent, you have to hold them accountable from their sin. But before that, children are not held accountable. These little children go straight to heaven from the moment, I believe, from the moment, Lord, you know, that something horrible is happening to them. Their spirit is gone. Them spirit don't have flesh anymore. That person just playing with some flesh that still have some life in it. The life gone. No jaw on earth brings people through that kind of pain. Because nobody's come back from that even and told us, you know? More time when that person's gone. The spirit was gone. The people were just trying to keep the flesh, you know, around. And that's to me, as humans, that's where we're feeling. And it's okay. It's okay. You got to grieve that, you know, when you lose the flesh. But the spirit is eternal. So I hope people get that too from this EP. You know, that music is eternal. The message of Bob Marley. Look, it took me 20 years and his music was fresh. And it's now, what, 50 years later? And every young kid, you can't talk about reggae music. You can't talk about Jamaica, right? Without talking about Bob Marley, you know? And now, fortunately, they're all making some progress, I think, with the teachings of Marcus Garvey. I know it wasn't enough. I heard that, I think it was that they really wanted him pardoned, but he was like exonerated. I don't know. Do you know the difference in that? I'm not sure. Do you know what that was all about? Do you know what?
He had never sing with a band in Jamaica. You.
No, only here in the U.S. I only recorded live.
Yes.
Yeah, U.S. one time, just a rehearsal. Just a rehearsal. Just a rehearsal.
With who?
The name of their band was called Aeroflex. I have people trying to find me a band. Long time, you know, you and I have been talking about that. But I don't really know how to solicit. I'll mention it on the lives and stuff. But I don't really, yeah, but I definitely, yeah, that would be the ultimate. That's what I really want for the final track of this album, is straight live. Like, you know, something we're ready to go out there and perform. No joke. Yeah. So, but I have no idea how to. I'm not into manifesting and goozling and all those things, Richie. I trust the process of Jah. But any suggestions? Queen Maya, big up, Nanga Def, the Gambia. Yeah, what do I do? You know? We got all over the world tonight, y'all. Thank you, thank you, thank you, everybody, for joining in. I know you brought a lot of the heat. I know I told my team come in. There's a few people I haven't seen yet. I know my team is struggling. I ain't making excuses, but you know, we just gotta keep walking the walk. We'll be posting. The video is up, y'all. Roots and Culture video is up. Go share it out. Anybody want to post it? Let me know. Yes. We're developing the rhythms. So Richie, how about I come in Trinidad and Tobago? What do you say? Got a live band ready? And we do something, come bring me in for a show, I'm come spend time and come listen to what I offer right now, okay? Let me get it here, because this is what it's all about, right? I want to make the dollar for my team. I want to tell everybody why I want the dollar. I want the dollar because that is the way the earth is. So I don't believe in trying to tell people, oh, fight the system. The system is the dollar right now. So don't teach anybody to be scared of it. Teach them to get the dollar and to get the word for their talent. Okay, first. Secondly, in order to get the dollar as a grown human being, I know I have to have a plan to help others. First of all, because it's going to feed my dollar. It's going to feed really my feeling, because there's no giving that's selfless. Every giving gives you good feeling back. We know that, right? Once you start giving, especially when you give when it hurts, when you got nothing to give and you give. Like CleanWayRecords, you know, Rich, we haven't really earned anything yet, but we've been charitable. For 2 years straight, you know, we've been charitable. We bought tablets to Africa. We bought tablets to Jamaica. We did a school tour. So this is what I offer. I love to do like package. I would love to go every place in the world, more slowly, you know, and the places that love reggae, school visit, you know, a charitable school visit, a nice club show, more intimate, meet with some of the local artists, a Sabbath, love to celebrate a Sabbath in different parts of the world and bring them the Nyabingi and the drum and Rastafari fully, you know, fully, and the djembe, you know, and all the percussion and the sounds and the heartbeat. Shout out. Yeah, this one was like mail order from, I think, Ghana, but this one is straight from the Gambia in my hand. Yes, man, bought by hand. Hand picked, hand everything. Yeah, it's beautiful. Let me let you hear the sound of that. It's got a beautiful, sweet sound too. Let me stand up to show you. So it has a little string, so it's official, which is actually, you know, tighten the skin. It is an animal skin, which they try to make illegal now in the States. I don't even know. So silly stuff, man. I follow the Bible, biblical clean. I believe this one is, I think this one is calf. If any experts there, and I'm pretty sure this is goat. I believe this is calf. I believe this is goat. So this is the mail order, but it is from Ghana. It's hand painted, definitely hand painted and hand. It's lovely. It's got the official, you know, you can hold it, but this really also is the way you tune it. People don't know that, but you pull like a little tighter on the string, and you can tune. Let me show everybody. Yeah, man. You can hold it between the leg too. It's not quite as, you know. I'd say the biggest challenge in recording the instrument is like how to put the mic and where to put the mic with this right resonance that you want. So let me pull it. See? Pull it a little tight. It's a rainy day. It's humid. It's Florida. It's always going to be a little loose. You know, the skin's going to be more loose. Bless up my queen, Jetta Jeff, for joining in. Yeah, man, shout out the live Empress. Let them see what's cooking up over here. Shout out to the Ghana Awards. Shout out to anybody who's trying to do the charity. Just do everything right, y'all. Yeah, man, no shortcuts in this industry. So this now one is the goat. So let me show you when I pull this. This really, yeah, man, I love it. I wish I could tell you the name of the guy I got all the instruments from, y'all. But I usually input, and I really think that this is the coconut shell on top. Do you see that? This is, it looks like this is a coconut shell part. It looks like it's a separate, yes, like they glued, like they made a stand. So this looks like it's, this is one solid carved piece of wood, okay, with calf, hand paint. And it's still, you can see they didn't shave out the inside. They could have shaved out a little better. It's a little raw in there. And that will affect your, you know, your drum. All those little things affect the drum. Your drum is so, wow. You think piano is like technical, but when you really think of a drum is so simple. And drum is jaw, you know, the heartbeat. It's so, the vibration is so technical, so simple. You know, the vibration of a book, of an artist. I see some of the other artists sometimes singing a cappella on these award shows. I said, oh my Lord, like, I can't sing. I don't know how to sing. But I love to, you know, rejoice in music. But it's not about that, you know. I think I discovered that it's really about the vibration. It just starts with the vibration. And some vocals, some vocal chords. I seem to have a lot of vibration in my voice. People have always been fascinated about my voice, my speaking voice. They either get very mad or they go crazy and tell me I have like the sexiest voice they ever heard. Isn't that, do you think that's strange? I never heard anybody's voice described that way. But that's how I've been programmed. Yeah, one set of people, and women too, one set of people saying I could sound manly, have this sexy raspy voice, but for the most part they let me know it turns them on. It's just so sexy. They used to go crazy about when voice machines first came on the phone. My father, my colleague, friends from school, they were like, Marianne, you need to like, and people have tried to get me to do that. Shout out my friend from Sony. Shout out Mike Burkell. Yeah, man, in Louisiana. He's been trying to get me to be the voice of the internet, like the on hold on all the internet programs and apps and stuff. Yeah. And I don't know what happened, but it didn't go through. And he said my voice has to be that kind of voice. I guess I have a voice. My engineer last night, I was talking and I talk. I think it was putting him to sleep. The engineer for the studio, you know, the grandmaster for this radio station, he's like, well, you could talk, you know, great, you're hired. Can you be reliable? I said, I can only do one day right now, but I'm really eager to do this. And I'm like, man, I think I want to do more and more. It's going to be fun. All right, so this one, fascinating. So that was a solid wood. This one I think I just discovered. Thank you guys, with you on air. This looks like it's a coconut shell on top. What do you think? The grain and the texture, can you all see that? Grain and texture looks like that is a coconut shell somehow. And then it looks like it's glued with the bottom. Let's look inside. I don't know if there's any way you guys can, I don't know if there's any way you could tell. I got this from Gambia. Maya, Queen Maya, do you know? I don't talk to the person that brought me to the place. I don't even know if she was with us. I really feel it looks, it just doesn't look like it's wood because of, sorry?
The next drum is from Gambia too?
The next one is from Ghana, but I bought it on Amazon. And they supposedly, you know, gave me the original, and they said it was originally from Ghana. But I bought it through a distributor on Amazon. This one I bought in the motherland. It came home with me. And I tried out a lot of them. They have like a really mini one that they make there. I was gonna get one of those. You know, all these places, they do charge you for your luggage. I mean, you can hear the acoustics just even this. I mean, hear the brilliant design of that. You know, sometimes you have to check a couple of the drums, but this one was like the weight, the balance. And again, I'm embarrassed. I'll find out. I probably can find out the creator. Even I probably could find out the creator. Some of the shops, fortunately, I don't even think they know. But yeah, there's like a texture. I don't know if you can see this, but there's definitely like a texture in it that tells me I think it's a coconut shell. Because if it was wood, and then they put the string over it, yo, it's got a beautiful texture in it. I'm not gonna lie, this is just a really special. And you know, as I'm saying it, I'm also embarrassed to say it because, you know, our African kings and queens, and you know, Egypt, and the way things were built. You know, we're an exquisite civilization. So I hope Roots and Culture reminds everybody that, really, that we are such an exquisite, you know, talented nation. We're one nation of people. And, you know, Roots and Culture, to me, is the mission, the right vibration. Whether it starts a little faster, you know, with that evolution, or it's like the Roots and Culture vibration, that's what it's all out. I also am putting out an album, Richie. That one's done sooner. It's called Shared Evolution, and that's all collabs. So I have a couple of collabs that are finishing up right now. Possibly one, looks like one female collab with an artist by the name of El Trema. And that's going to be on our Afro Cup rhythm, which is going to be the next rhythm that CleanWayRecords drops. So this will be our third rhythm project. We did, you remember, Creation Rhythm. We had 9 artists on that. Thank you, San. Oh my gosh, I haven't said anybody's name. Sanjur Thui. I have a lot of new friends from India and stuff. Thank you so much for joining tonight. Make sure you're following Marilana Ross Dumping. The video dropped, y'all. It's out there. It's just you all right now, and I told anybody who wants to, you can put it up on your channel. I would love it. You know, I really, really would love it. I just love to share. You know, most DJs don't even have our music because we don't even get a chance to pass it out, Richie. I don't even know if you have all my latest release, Richie Lion. I think so, but I'm always working. You know, I'm working a lot. Did you get what do we drop this month? Oh, we have a drop tomorrow too. Let's tell you that we have a drop tomorrow by Culture Heights. It's his first track on CleanWayRecords. It's called Come Around. Very unique artist out of Mobay. Yeah. Yeah, man. We had Inner Voice back on the 2nd of June. Those were both on the Skipnotic Reggae Rhythm. Yeah, man, it's tough. We just closed. He's in studio right now. Shout out to Tamba with Falco. He's in studio tonight. Tamba just had his kingly celebration this weekend. They just crowned him. And he went to studio today to close out the Afro Cup rhythm. Yeah, man, so salute. So I should be getting the count on that soon. We're really excited. Yo, and that is it, man. So plug your show. You have any more question? And they just need to tune to, you know, come here every Thursday. Again, next week I'm going to make some announcement that I'm going to be on radio. And hopefully Richie's going to be joining me too. And we're gonna take up some airtime right here in Florida. Broadcasting from Florida. And yeah, man, take over, cause you know I'll take over, man. You're too mellow. You can take that. You can take over too. Roots and culture. It's all about the 17th of June, this Saturday. Yeah, man, 3-in-1. Richie Lion. Let me see if I can remember them. Prince of Judah. And Prince of Judah and Lion the what's the other guy?
Raj
Dreddy. Okay, Raj Dreddy. Yeah, man. Big up. You guys all enjoy your King's Day celebration. Tell them what they should expect.
It's gonna be nice music for the DJs and them, you know. You have Gideon Soul, yeah.
And what
Jafari coming from the west side to represent, yes, and Jim.
Yeah, man.
Team coming up. I mean, yeah.
Big up. Again, shout out everybody on the live tonight. Make sure you follow in and send us a message and tell us what you think of the track. So what time you starting? What time the party starting up?
Yeah, I mean, session kicking off from 9.
From 9.
9 p.m.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, cool, man.
Everything is gonna be fine.
So I hope you're gonna get to enjoy and party, or it's part of your party, and you like to DJ. That's part of the party. It's always the party, and you'll be on the tables. Yo, I want you to voice for your birthday, man. What do you say? You want to do a collab with me?
I mean, big collab, yeah, different.
Yeah, and I think we have to talk about that. You have all the rhythms for the EP, and maybe we just have to like use that and create something together. Yeah, man. Tell me how you want to start it. And we just start from the seed and build it from there. Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Salute. I love that idea. Thank you so much for being here tonight. Again, everybody go to Marilana Ross Dumping Vivo. It's the first time we're dropping a video there for the artist first. We're letting you guys, anybody want to post it on their channel, you know, we'll give awards if you get, you know, a certain amount of views or help us. You know, we're always doing things like that. We're trying out our merchandise. We're going to be having more and more stuff. Just keep tuning in to CleanWay and Sound you all every Thursday. Keep watching our page. Look out for more and more documentary, more and more story to come. As I unpack this album, Richie, as I unpack this album, this EP, I'm also gonna be unpacking like pieces of my documentary, pieces of my story on my stories. So watch that and then look out for me to post the entire thing. Terror Sounds, big up, join in from West Palm, right here. Yeah, man, just join on the live on YouTube. It was a big show, man. My brother, you don't even know. And I'm serious, man. That idea just sparked to me. Yeah, man. I can't. I don't wanna put it. Well, I don't know. I don't know. I was gonna do a solo EP, but maybe you and I gotta do a collab, or even if the collab is just the track. Because to be honest, the Ross Andy, he just says blessings, and already they told me I have to put him on as a. You know what I mean? Once you say a word, you get credited. So if
Large up, drastic on the live right now. Big artist from Antigua and Bermuda.
thank you, man. Thank you. We have to line them up for we have to line them up to be on the show. You know.
Drastic.
Yeah, man, we have to line them up for the show, and you got to send in their music to me for the library. Yeah, man, we're gonna be building a library right now. Yeah, man, Clean Way Group. We in what's up? Oh, they're in there. Yeah, man, I'm saying in there. Big up, big up, big up. Yeah, man, I'm saying in there. Yeah, man, make sure you post it. That they don't know, Richie. They don't know, you know. They don't know. I have sometimes people act like a baby and want to get in my group. They don't know. I had even this radio station, you know, he told me, and respect, man. The man told me he learned how to run a group. The man is running a radio station, but he told me he learned how to run a group by me. Because we do. We like you guys are like silent partners. You're there. You're there. It look like you're not there. You don't post sometime for weeks. If I call you, you're there. If something go wrong in the group, yeah, you guys are right there. What happened? Who dissed the queen? Yo, I love that. Cocoa Beats, Miss Swear from Zimbabwe, Trinidad. They don't know, man. I love my brothers, man. I'm so protected. Guys, I want to give you a little dance. I always dance. What do you say? I'm high. I'm so stoked about this. I'm like, I got so many balls in the air. I'm trying not to drop them, Richie. Any advice you have for me to keep it cool and to just, you know, let it roll out?
Yeah, just keep what I mean. Just keep it natural. You know what I mean? Mystical, natural. You don't know. Rastafari is the way.
Man, y'all go watch that video. Go watch that video and go drop comments. It was a powerful video. Just water. I drink I do filtered water. So the Clean Way, I don't know if you know this either. The Clean Way is based on my concept, which is clean living and healthy living. I told you I had to cut my locks. Man, my story, I can't tell this enough because it's a big part of my testimony. I was living with a phony guy, didn't know he was phony, thought he was a real Ross, thought he was the love of my life, thought I finally met like my dream man. We probably could have maybe even still had kids and stuff. Yo, it's sad. My son, but he was like manipulating, you know? He really hurt us. And but just towards the end, we were living in this home. It was like God, you know, I realized I felt like God was trying to get me away from him and didn't know how to do it because he knew I was in love and believing. So we were afflicted with this home that was growing mold. And Richie, I was nearly gone. I was out of my blood clot head. And 6 months later, I'm doing all this stuff to try to save my life. I'm detoxing. My doctor taught me about filtered water, and my family's just throwing money at us, and it's not doing anything. And we're throwing out our clothes, and we're moving apartments like we're moving to car, and because we don't know what's causing us to, you know what I mean? Like what got contaminated the home. We knew we were exposed to something really bad, and we get to this like third home, and it's clean. She doesn't have carpeting. There's no paper there. We threw out everything. We left stuff in the driveway so it could air out, and we could slowly treat it and test it first, and all this kind of stuff. And about 6 months in, I'm having a little progress, but my beautiful locks are like shrinking, and I'm just not getting it. So we go to the doctor, and my doctor said, listen, I'm not guaranteed that all the treatment, all that you're doing is ever going to get washed what you were exposed to out of your hair. And you know it's in the Bible too, you know that. I'm going to look it out, but there's more details about that. Like as a Rasta, if you're around dead body or certain things, you're supposed to trim and start over. I want to look into that now because I want to lock, and I don't know if, I believe in that stuff. I really believe in that stuff and energy. So, and then I'd heard stories, and it happened to me. So I called the girl who locked my hair because I was devastated. She said, I think you got to trim. And you both got to trim. Miss Diamond, big up. Thank you all. Oh, my God. They're all on it. They love it, Richie. I know they love it. They love you, too. But I've really been getting a lot of support on this. Yeah, I didn't have to beg. I cussed a couple of times. Sorry, all. But I didn't have to beg, and people have been reposting. So yeah, I'm ready to give you the video tonight if you want, and you can post it on your channel. You can post it anywhere. I'm just proud. Those places in Jamaica is intense. But Richie, this story, man, this my story is so I was devastated, and my doctor told us both. She said you got to trim. There's just, I can't guarantee you're not going to get better. So I go home and I call the girl who locked my hair. And I prepared for like a year. Stopped washing my hair and doing all this spiritual stuff. And I love my locks. But I knew they were shrinking and I knew something was wrong. So she stayed on the phone with me. I love her. I forgot her name, and lately I got to look it up. I got to do a couple of levels to remember who she is because I want to get ready. So I call her up. She was amazing. She said, keep me on the phone and just trim it. Just take one section, and just keep trimming a lock, Lord, blood, God, yo. This is my show, so I can cuss. Richie, I cut. Like powdered sugar in the middle of my hair, yo. Like powdered blood clot sugar in through the middle of my hair, of my lock. Like, oh my God, some dusty, I was a former hairstylist. Death was in my hair. Death was in my hair, and it wasn't me. It wasn't something I did. We were living in a home. It was an apartment, and I thank God I discovered it. My finger went through the wall, but I had these theories, and I was losing my head in this place, and I was so sick. But I was already disabled. I had this fall, and I had a spinal cord injury, so my husband at the time was just blaming me. My kid was just surviving. He was smelling all different things my kid was going through. We didn't know how to line it up. We couldn't line it up. But I always know these things, Richie, but I have a hard time with people believing me. Because most of the time I get prophecy. That's facts. I get prophecy. People don't want to believe prophecy, especially when it's truth and it could hurt them. And it's not like I ever try to tell people like, oh, beware the devil, or... They actually made me do that in grammar school, I had a nun. I know she's dead. And I tell her now, Lord rest her soul, but she better have made up with Jah. Because she made me be the soothsayer because of my wild black hair. They made me be as a young girl, too young. And I had to tell, we did a play, and I had to be the one to tell Julius Caesar, beware the Ides of March, because his friends were going to slaughter him to death. Like, what the freak? I was like 10, 11. At 9, I told a family friend who was atheist, they didn't believe in God. I walked her to her own church and got her to believe in God. So I've done some amazing things, but like average people, I don't know. They don't believe me. Like even my husband's, when I would be like, listen, dude, I just try and be like, I'm your wife. You took me as your wife. So you have to listen to certain things. God is sending me a message. It wasn't even anything paranoid. It was usually subtle things. And they would wind up fight me. And I say, why would you fight a wife? Why would you take a wife and fight a wife? I'm not put on earth for you to fight me. Gentlemen, men, grown men, boys, men with perversions, whatever your problem, learn how to talk to women. It's simple. I don't care if you never learn how to talk to your mother. Your mother's crazy. Your mother did this. It doesn't matter. She birthed you. She gave you life. She protected you in that womb. She defended you. It's up to you now to defend your flesh and learn how to just talk to women and listen to women. Woman is meant to talk much more than you are. But woman is very easy to calm down also. Woman is very easy to provide for. I'm a simple woman. If you now were here with me and you were like, honey, here's a cup of tea, you wouldn't hear from me for a long time. If you were like, honey, I did the dishes, you wouldn't be hearing me probably for hours. You could probably do whatever you want, play your games, bring your friends over, party. Yeah. But most men want to like fight you and then still want to bring their friends and oh my gosh, it's too much. It's too much. So, I had to cut, Richie, I had to go like this and practically shave the locks off, okay? That was the first step. She stayed on the phone with me the whole time, the girl. She stayed on the phone the whole time. Like this with my hair. My face was so distorted, Richie. I couldn't look in the mirror. I could not look. I was gone, Richie. I was dead. It's my testimony, bro. I was dead. I don't know if you know about this. Me, wake up to this story. Son, can I get some water? I was dead. My kid wasn't really showing signs of being sick, nor was my ex, who should be, I should never have been married to him. He should go back to Jamaica and start over. But they weren't experiencing what I was experiencing. I was out of my head as if I like took crack, and I didn't want to tell anybody that because I was so scared what they would say to me. I didn't want to tell them about the water behind the walls, but I had this feeling. And then I pressed this maintenance guy because something is wrong. And all these things was like, things was growing on the wall. I just didn't put stuff together. You know, I didn't know what this was. Smell, all of a sudden there was an odor in the place, couldn't get rid of it. Couldn't just pick up and move. And I found out that water was going behind the walls of our apartment and mold was just growing. And when we went away to try to get better, I went to Florida, I came home, and I went like that because the wall looked weird and my finger went through the wall. So I sucked in all that poison that was behind the wall. Within 3 days, I was vomiting. I was struggling. You could go to my health channel. And after I cut my locks, oh my God, the Clean Way with Marilana. Big up DJ. Big up DJ. This is my testimony, y'all. I know it's not all musical, but I got to get this out before I go on air so I can represent others. Richie had to practically shave off my locks. West Indies, big up. Crochet. And then, como ye. And then I had to turn around and do the same for my ex-husband. Richie, on my life, the same way I told you I knew Bob Marley had the stigmata, I start to do the same thing to him with his locks. I trim. Same thing, white. Oh my God, like, you couldn't even believe it. You could not even believe what was growing inside our hair. It was just, we were so clean. This man was so clean. I knew something was wrong because he was going to the shower and he was starting to lose a lot of hair. And my son is having an odor. Like, anybody watching, you know, check this out and share this out. It's not a joke. Mold is such an epidemic. It's so easy to grow in a home. We bring so much paper stuff in our home. And any little flood in the ceiling, Richie, gone unprotected, in 48 hours, mold grows. Mold grows on all this paper, anything organic. Mold grew on my, it won't grow on glass and metal, but it can erode my glass. The fact that I didn't die, Richie, is my skin, months into my healing, my skin was hanging. I did not think I would survive. I looked in the mirror, my eyes were black. Even now, they're so blurry if I don't have my glasses on. They're like glazed over. But I was so sick, a zombie was looking back at me. Imagine being a young lady, gorgeous lady always, you know, and this situation happens to me, and like, I didn't take any drugs. I don't think anybody drugged me, but like a zombie's looking back. But then my kids started getting sick, and then my ex started showing signs, and thank God, they followed me to the doctor. Thank God he was willing to cut off his locks. But as I cut his locks, look at me, everybody. As I cut his locks, he starts burning with fever. Burning, Richie. His skin starts feeling like a hot fish. Hot fish. We both proceed to get the swine flu. From toxic mold that I'm out of my head. I'm so sick. I'm losing weight. I can't eat. I'm dying. He's losing hair. He's sleeping 14, 15 hours, waking up like a zombie. We can't talk to my son. I can't even talk to him. I don't even know how he's functioning. And, cut off the locks and we both had swine flu. And that's how the whole Clean Way thing started, bro. I started the Clean Way with Marilana. My doctor started teaching me about filtered water, you know, and brushing my skin and this whole program. And CleanWayRecords was born. And now, you know, Marilana as a Rasta, as a lady that plans to lift the world, and it started. This is where we're at. Yeah, man. So Richie's got his party this weekend. We're both tired and frost. But again, go check out the video, Roots and Culture. It's in the works. Yeah, man. And get your questions ready, you know, for next time. Again, we're going to be DJing. So all our artists, send in your clean music. Yeah, to Marilana or Ross Dumpling at gmail.com. Pretty simple. My name, Marilana. RAS for Ross, Rasta, not Ras, Rasta. Ross is a big difference between Ross and Ras. Ras could be like considered a cuss, but Ross is Rasta, head, respect. Yeah, Rasta Dumpling with the G at gmail.com. And you guys can start sending us some clean music. Don't send too much, 3 to 5 tracks most. Yeah, man, please no weed transfers if you can avoid it for now. As I upgrade my system. Richie and I, we're going to work on that tomorrow. All right, my bro? Yeah, man, I appreciate that. And again, look out forward for us to being on the radio and expanding, you know, the talk and different subjects and Rastafari to the world. Ja, again, thank you so much. It's your time now. You get to plug. Thank you so much again for being here and collabing. And we're going to do this collab, bro. We're going to do this collab, whether you do my rhythm or what. Yeah, man, I need you. I need it. Roots and culture. Yeah, man.
Yes,
So take it away.
I don't know what I get to dance with you know? Another episode of CleanWay in song with Marilana Dumpling that which live at day, you know? Right, the nice one. I revives.
I revives. Love always.
The new video.
Yeah, man, it's still premiering. It's still premiering. It worked out. It worked out. Like I said, I'm just going to put it all over. Sorry to cut. Go ahead. Ronnie, big up, big up, big up. 3 Ezzy, Brain, big up, big up, big up. Good vibes, big up, big up. Big supporters, man. West Indies, big up. Make sure you follow CleanWayRecords and Marilana Ross Dumpling, yo.
Yeah.
Go party, party. Yeah, man, tell us about your projects and stuff.
Love and strength, our sister them locked on. Maria and Samantha, and the whole crew lock it up. While you're Saturday be outside.
Man, I wish I could come and dance, but I'm getting the videos ready for the dance while you talk to the people. And tell them about the Zion iMatic too and how that's running, and I hope you're gonna be playing that. I'm getting ready to dance. We're soon gonna have that money coming in where we could just fly each other for the parties like nothing. I'll be like, as I send you the flyer, it'll come with your ticket and everything. It'll be like, yo, do the promotion and just, you know, get on your ticket. 28 seconds, this thing is counting down. I'm gonna run the video in the background, you all, while I do a little dance. So let me get the video right so I can dance in my this is my Mob on the Street dress. Yeah, I mean, this dress is from the Middle East. It's a beautiful, heavy dress. So let me get in the position to give you guys a good dance. It's dropping, guys. It's here again. This is Roots and Culture. Go watch the video. Yo, it's powerful. Make sure you give props and comments to my videographer. Anything you want to know. And let me get it ready and do my little drum and celebration. Oh, this one is tough. Hold up. Do it right. Thank you all again for being here. CleanWay in Sound Special Edition. Yo, go Ross Dumpling. CleanWayRecords, we're proud of you, ain't gonna lie. I'm proud of her, Richie. She's been working really, really, really hard, you know? She's a passionate lady. Here it comes, y'all. Let me get, yo, it's just gonna show the lower body. I'm gonna have to be creative. Let me get the, on YouTube, you see me more straight, you know? Let me cue that a little louder, man. They said pull it up. Ready? Yeah, man, let's pull it up. It's loud. This is loud trap. Take the ring off. Thank you for being here tonight, y'all. Roots and Culture. Wake up the ancestors in a positive way. Call upon them. Premiere night. Download it, don't just stream it. Roots and culture. Roots and culture. There is no other. Just allow yourself the time and stay united, ye nations. I'll go jump on this beat that Yahweh created. The campaign is to lift the nation ages. Sing about it. It ain't no race thing. Teach about it, there's no debating. Roots and culture. Roots and culture. Big up Trinidad, big up Jamaica, US, Miami, and abroad. Teach the children roots and culture. When Marcus spoke, then John celebrated, singing truth and rights. It really laid us. One drop made from sky to a steady. Beverly Kelso to T-Bird and Lee Scratchberry. Roots and culture. Roots and culture. Roots and culture. Teach your children roots and culture. From Jamaica to the motherland. I hope you love that. So that was my idea, to leave the rhythm hanging like that so you can hear all the different sounds. The most creative sound was a bowl of shells. I love you all, guys, tonight. We gotta leave it on a high. Thank you for joining in. CleanWayRecords Sound, Richie Lion. Enough love, enough respect. Judge Treble, the whole 868, the whole Trinidad crew, massive. Love you all. Love you all. I'm coming soon. Have a great party and be safe on Saturday. Ciao.